panda delay, a couple seconds here or there, for you guys to discuss what you're looking for on one given game. Don't get mad at each other, especially the day after Thanksgiving. It's the holidays, you guys. Okay, let's do it. Let's start with the Cleveland Browns. Okay, Schrags is talking about them. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by them in the AFC. They're visiting the Jags. Kyle, what are you looking for?
I don't get mad at these guys. It makes me happy to bust their chops. It's fun. I'm looking at this answer to this question. How good is Baker Mayfield? Is he really good? I don't know. Could the Browns be doing what they're doing in that running game with Case Keenum at quarterback? I know Baker was really good against Cincinnati, but they got to figure out after this season they're going to pick up his fifth-year option. Where they're going to go with him? I want to see a Baker game. I want to see a 27-for-31 game out of Baker. Enough with these running backs.
I got another question. How good are the running backs? I went on Twitter and I said that this is the best backfield in all of football, the best duo in all of football. And people went crazy. Nate, you're out of your mind. Are you ridiculous? Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, he just got back on the field. And I'm thinking to myself, are they paying attention? Because name another backfield. I think these guys are going to carry this team into the playoffs.
The Buccaneers, the Bears, the Cardinals, the Raiders, and now the Jaguars. Mike Glennon is starting for Jacksonville in the 1-9 Jaguars here. It is some football life Mike Glennon has had, and now is another chapter. I don't know if we could celebrate it or just shake our heads, but Mike Glennon will be under center Sunday for an NFL team.
I love that. I got one for you, Schrags. A little trivia action, since you brought that to us in the earlier segment. The Browns' last win over the Jags came back in the year 2011. I'd like you to tell me who is the Browns' starting quarterback then.
Seneca Watt.
Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy is right, Schrager. I knew you were going to get that one right. Okay, next. The Saints are trying to get their 8th win in a row. They've got 7 straight W's. They visit the Broncos. What should we watch for in this game, Nate?
It's just like Thanksgiving yesterday. I want to taste some of this, taste some of that.
Hey.
I'm going to definitely taste some of this. Taysom Hill. He can do it all, right? He'll give you a sample of everything, right? He's going to give you some game at quarterback. We'll see if he's going to catch a ball in this one. Maybe put Jameson at QB and let him be a wide receiver. Taysom Hill, it was an experiment. It was a successful backup quarterback coming in and doing his job. I'm looking forward to seeing him do more.
Hey, look, again, I don't like bringing up these things as negative stuff, but the Broncos had a positive test this morning. Their facility shut down. Now they got to prepare for Taysom Hill remotely. Vic Fangio already said if this guy plays like he did last week, he's already up there with Archie Manning and Drew Brees for best Saints quarterbacks of all time. This is a tough uphill battle for the Broncos. Even if they're home, even if they're coming up against a win, Sean Payton, he doesn't suffer any fools.
Expect the unexpected. I don't know what we're going to get from Taysom, but I know it's not what we're going to expect. Last week, it was the first game of Alvin Kamara's career in which he did not have a reception. That's a weird stat and a weird offense. We don't know what we're going to get.
Wow. The
one to tune in for. Don't miss the Saints right now.
Yeah, the first time in over 50 games played, he didn't have a catch. What a weird stat this is. The Broncos are 9-2 all time against the Saints. Weird. Okay, next, a game we all had circled on our calendar. Mahomes and the Chiefs, Brady, Buccaneers, Schrags, go.
This is cool. It's Nance and Romo on the call. Everyone's going to be on the couch watching, and it's Brady versus Mahomes. But it also is a test of wits here because the Chiefs' defense, the quiet secret, hasn't been great the last few weeks, and they almost lost to the Raiders. I think Brady's got a shot in this one. I don't think this is make or break for Tampa. It's a long season, but I do think if they lose this game, you start having some doubts in your mind whether this is really the year for us to do it, even with all this collection of talent.
Yeah, Tampa loses, they go to 7-5. It's fine. I still think they're getting the playoffs because the NFC is pretty flat, but it's not fine. You going to beat anybody? That win over the Packers seems it was a year ago. Are you guys good, or are you just like kind of fun and famous? Not even fun, just famous. I don't know. Nance and Romo on the call. Nate, here we go, Jim. Nate.
Tony. I think this game is going to come down to movement. Movement of Pat Mahomes extending plays and forcing Tom Brady to move when he's in the pocket.
Weird one here. The Buccaneers have won 5 straight over the Chiefs. Kansas City's last win over Tampa Bay, guys, was back when Joe Montana was quarterback in 1993. Kyle, some songs of the year that year. Come Undone by Duran Duran. Field of Gold, Sting. Pretty good. Please Forgive Me,
Sting.
Bryan Adams. Come on, those are great jams.
Please forgive me. Yeah, great.
I know not what I do. Creep, forgive me. A Creep Radiohead, love it. Okay, moving on. Battle of Cali, NFC West, Niners, Rams, Kyle, vamos.
Yeah, Sting got hot with that Fields of Gold and If I Ever Lose My Faith in You. He was blowing up then. McVanahan, I always tune in for this one. I think it's fascinating, too, to see that McVay's got the Shan Man with both hands behind his back. Beat him up. Put him down. Take advantage of it, because there's nothing that the flat brim dude would like more than to beat the pomade guy while he doesn't have all of his players. I love this matchup.
Yeah, word on the street, though, is that Raheem Mostert, Tevin Coleman could be returning. You know, when the San Francisco 49ers has a host of running backs, they always play much better than expected. But I do believe that the Rams, just because of momentum, having guys available, they're going to run away with this one.
I know that McVay was not happy with the effort the last time these two teams played. They felt like they should have won. They didn't win. 49ers took care of business. Can't lose to the 49ers with all these injuries and all these guys out of the lineup. You simply can't, or we can't talk about you as a real Super Bowl contender. Rams have to win this game. This is one of those where we really, really shouldn't lose. And if you do, we've got to question ourselves moving forward.
Yeah.
And the flat-brimmed guy has beaten the pomade guy 3 times in a row. Some food for thought there. Battle of the NFC North. It's Bears-Packers in Green Bay on Sunday Night Football. I can't wait for this one. Nate, what are you looking for? Your old division.
Yeah, no doubt. The NFC North, black and blue division. The Saints and the Packers are the same team to me. What do I mean by that? I always respect them in the regular season. This goes back to my playing days, almost 20 years now. I know that the Packers are going to be good. I know that the Packers are going to win this game. Will Aaron Rodgers win another ring? It's not going to be answered here, but you got to win in order to get to that point. So I'm not concerned about the Packers winning in the regular season. Let's see what happens in the future.
You know, there's this show, Mandalorian. It's getting all this pub and press, and the episodes come out. I'm going to do a spoiler alert right now. I'm going to tell you how this latest episode starts and ends.
No, Peter, shut up.
Crazy.
No. Don't do it.
That's how I feel about this Sunday night game. I know what's going to happen here. I'm sorry, Bears fans. I don't need to even watch the show. There are no spoiler alerts. Packers are going to take care of business.
All right, but Peter, you said Mike Glennon is back on the field for Jacksonville. How about the guy he used to compete with, Mr. Biscuit? I think we're going to get Trubisky in this game. Nagy's been really coy about whether Nick Foles is healthy or not. The signs are pointing towards number 10, and as they say on the Mando, this is the way.
Big David Montgomery game in store. The Packers have won 7 of their last 8 against those Bears. Okay, undefeated Steelers. They are hopefully hosting the Ravens. Rescheduled Thanksgiving Day matchup. Lamar Jackson, of course, on the COVID-19 reserve list. Not the only player. We'll have all that information for you right here on NFL Network leading up to kickoff, of course, on Sunday. Schrags, what are you looking for in this game?
Are they going to play this game? Is it safe enough to play this game? You know, the Ravens have a 67-year-old offensive line coach. Are we really getting on a plane and going to Pittsburgh? Are we driving buses there? And what is going to happen if Lamar can't play and Trace McSorley can't play, and now you've got Robert Griffin and no other quarterbacks on the lineup? I don't know what to make of this. And this is bigger than football. And Steelers fans, you can be upset all you want. Sorry, it's 2020. This is just what it is.
Yeah, Steelers fans upset, Steelers players upset, and I understand it. I understand it. Uh-oh, Nate, it happened again. We're not having our best day on the home show. Thank God, back in studio next week, God willing. I understand the frustration, what happened to them early in the season with Tennessee, what's happening now. It's ridiculous, especially when you hear what went down with Baltimore that might have led to this with the strength coach. Listen, if he keeps getting messed and you keep having to miss in these games and they have to forfeit a game, I wouldn't shed any tears for him.
Didn't mean to step all over you, Kyle, but listen, if the Ravens can't play their superstars, Steelers need to step all over them. I'm not being insensitive to what's going on surrounding COVID-19, but if you step on that field in between those white lines, all's fair in love in football. Steelers, if you play ball, I don't care who you're going up against. Go ahead and keep the streak going. Get to 11-0.
Well said. You highlighted a couple of those guys, T.J. Watt and Minkah Fitzpatrick, who should be leading the way for them on defense. I'll say this. Maybe we retire the Mad Minute segment for when we're at home. Just maybe we put it on the shelf for when we're at home.